was in a head-on collision car accident when I was 9 years old. So I have TBI, traumatic brain injury.
I developed what they call glaucoma at an early age. And by the time I was 16, I believe, or 15, I lost it completely.
My disability is a traumatic brain injury. In 1999, I got assaulted. I've been in a robbery. The 4 guys jumped me, and I got a metal plate under my right eye.
In 1965, I was driving on the New Jersey Turnpike, stopped to get gas, and a car hit me into my car while it was gassing up, and eventually I lost my leg. And some years later, a friend suggested I join a YMCA, and so I joined, and I was out there, and over a few months, I built up to where I was able to run for a mile. So if you have one leg and you can run for a mile, that's like really, really exciting. A year after I had started, I was doing a 5-mile race, 30K, and then on October 24th, 1976, I ran the New York City Marathon. Over a period of time, people would ask me how to run on an artificial leg, and in November of 1982, we set up a program. It was an 8-week course to teach people with disabilities how to run. And the course was finished. It was January of '83. What do we do next? And the idea was to move it from an 8-week training program into a club, and we named it Achilles.
At Achilles, we have athletes with all types of disabilities. We have athletes with visual impairment, double amputations. We have athletes recovering from strokes, recovering from traumatic brain injuries. Basically, a complete spectrum of athletes with disabilities. The mission of Achilles is to enable people with all types of disabilities to participate in mainstream sports, improve their self-confidence, as well as lower the barriers to living a fulfilling life, and in general, increase their self-esteem.
I started to run because, well, running, is something I can do. I started to run to the beach or in the road at the first day, and then, second day was further. And then coming to Achilles was just the greatest.
I think I started with the Achilles back sometime in the spring of '89 or somewhere thereabouts. I started and been involved with it ever since. Run several marathons. The first one I ever ran is the New York City Marathon, and I did a couple of other marathons in LA, Portland, Maine, a couple of half marathons, a couple of 10Ks, 5Ks.
So I've been with Achilles 2 years and 2 months now. And I love it because all the guys and the athletes always support me. My first race was the Columbia University 5K, and they started cheering. They started calling me the run machine. And that kept me going every time they cheer me and get me to the finish line faster, and it feels great.
Bill's nickname is Backwards Bill.
Or Wild Bill.
Yeah,
there's Wild Bill too.
He gets it because the way that he maneuvers himself, or when we do our races, is he pushes himself backwards. So he's actually going backwards the whole time.
There is no way that anything could stop Bill or really any of the athletes, or even myself now, from doing anything. When you see Bill doing ultra marathons and dealing with everything he does in his everyday life, and there's really no way you could think that anything will get in your way.
Why do I run? I run because I want to tell my disabled brothers and sisters that they are human beings who are capable of doing what want to do if they will only try.
Achilles International, inspiration to all.
I am Leo, and I am unstoppable.
We're Bill, and we're unstoppable.
We're the Achilles, and we're unstoppable.
Привет! Как дела? Хорошо. Как твои дела? Спасибо. Пожалуйста. Пока.